Good morning guys and welcome to sunny Scotland. Yes, that's right. I'm back home in the UK with my family for a few weeks this summer and we've come to Scotland. Right now I'm at the Ocean Terminal in Leith, which is a suburb of the Scottish capital of Edinburgh, and in a moment we're going to be catching the tram into the city centre for a day out in Edinburgh. So let's go. This one. A true Scottish experience straight off the bus. Somebody playing the bagpipes. There's all the advertisements down there for the acts at the Edinburgh Festival this year. I think it's just started a couple of days ago. Alright guys, so we're here at Edinburgh Castle. Unfortunately, it's the height of summer. And I didn't know which day we were going to be coming here, so I didn't book ahead, and it's sold out for today, so we can't go in. Boo-hoo! So we're going to have to check out some other things around the city. So this is the Golden Mile, the road that runs from the castle up there all the way down there, and as you can see it's the height of tourist season and it's a really sunny day, so there are just people everywhere. It's also the middle of the Edinburgh Festival, which you didn't know, so it's super busy, but it's a beautiful day, and Edinburgh is such a beautiful city. Behind me is the statue of Adam Smith, the world famous economist and philosopher, but obviously somebody didn't agree too much with his philosophy as they put a traffic cone on his head.
So I hope you enjoyed this wee whiskey road trip. Perhaps now it's making you fancy a sip. It would take a small mortgage to purchase the lot. Raise a glass with the fine single malt that you've got.
There's a spot of fusion food, a haggis pasty. It tastes just like a Cornish pasty to me. Haggis is the national dish of Scotland. I think it's minced lamb, but it's usually served inside a stomach, traditionally. It's quite tasty. Walking around the city, I've stumbled upon this pretty amazing small graveyard. It's like for important people in the history of Scotland and Edinburgh, like parliamentary reformers and stuff like that. Some of the tombs are pretty cool. Check this one out.
I don't think so, they all look good together. I just found my jacket over it, so.
Currently walking up to the top of Calton Hill, which gives you some amazing views of the city and also the Firth of Forth, the big estuary which Edinburgh is on.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159
I have no idea what this thing is called, but I just struggled to get up here. So we finished having a look around Edinburgh. We didn't really stay there that long, but still a really nice city. And now we're heading back down the walk, they call it, to the port of Leith, where we parked. We're going to get some food down there. For lunch, we headed over to the Roseleaf Cafe in Leith, a place I had been wanting to visit for several years after seeing it on TV. We were very lucky as it was packed, but we bagged the last table. Lots of people were turned away as we were eating. I started off with a pint of Leith juice, a zingy, fruity IPA that really hit the spot after a long morning walking the streets of Edinburgh. Then the food arrived. Didi ordered a very famous Scottish dish, a Scotch egg which came with chunky fries and baked beans, while I went for the Cullen skink, a rich, creamy soup packed full of ingredients including leek, potatoes and smoked haddock. I have to say that both dishes were extremely tasty. The soup was loaded with big pieces of fish and had an excellent smoky taste, while the homemade bread was perfect for soaking up the thick soup. The Scotch egg was also top class, a nicely spiced meaty jacket moulded around a soft cooked egg and a decent portion of thick and crispy fries. All in all, a great way to round off our all too short tour of Scotland's amazing capital. Woo. That was a nice hearty lunch at the Roseleaf Cafe and Bar down in Leith by the water, and yeah, it was really good. Alright, so we're done in Edinburgh. It's been a bit of a whistle-stop tour. We didn't really spend as much time here as I would have liked, but we've got to move on. Next, we're heading across the Firth of Forth.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I'm down at the Firth of Forth, the banks of the estuary, and the massive structure you can see behind me is the Forth Bridge. Pretty impressive structure, isn't it? In fact, it's absolutely amazing. I've read a book about the history of the Forth Bridge and its predecessor, the Tay Bridge, which unfortunately collapsed into the river during a storm in 1879 with a train on the bridge, so quite a few people died. And this bridge was built as a result of the disaster and the lessons learned from the construction, and it's quite an interesting story, but it's absolutely beautiful bridge. So this is a memorial to the people who died during the construction of the Forth Bridge back in 1883 to 1890. It took 7 years to complete, and if you look at the names: David Clark, 13 years old, rivet catcher. That's one of the workers. Life was hard back in those days. 13 years old and working on a construction project like this. Crazy. Such an amazing structure. To think this was built 130 years ago. Amazing feat of engineering. One of the most interesting things I found out about they had problems with during the construction of this bridge was that some of the workers actually suffered with the bends, aka decompression sickness, because the foundations of the bridge are so far down. They had to actually go underwater, under pressure, to build the caissons, as they're called. And of course, back in those days, health and safety wasn't such a thing, so these guys would come back up to the surface after working under pressure, and they would start suffering from decompression sickness, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. Alright guys, and that is it for today's video. A very short wander around the beautiful city of Edinburgh and a little trip down to the Forth Bridge. I've just scratched the skin of this place. There's so much more to see and do in Edinburgh, but unfortunately I don't have enough time. But I hope it's given you a taste for it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell for notifications. If you want to support the channel, then you can always click thanks down below, buy me a coffee, or consider becoming a channel member. And yeah, that's it for now. Who knows where I'll turn up next on my UK summer adventure. But in the meantime, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Over and out.